Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, welcome, thank you so much for being here. Today we are continuing the Many Men challenge, and today's prompt is the single father. This video I actually pulled from a VOD from Twitch, which by the way, you can totally follow me on Twitch and do these challenges with us and stream and everything. I love getting everybody's input, but that's also, as you can see, I have a Nicolas Cage party hat on. This was from my birthday stream where we did this and played a whole bunch of other games too. So, if that's something that you'd like to be a part of, come hang out with us on Twitch. As you can see here in the beginning, I was struggling a little bit to kind of figure out who this Sim was and their story. Eventually he does come together, and I'm pretty happy with the outcome. I don't know what it was about adding the facial hair here, but for some reason once I added that, I was like, yeah, it all makes sense. I see the vision now. Facial hair is basically plastic surgery for men. And it was at this point that I was like, yeah, this is my guy. So here we have Dion Dooley, and he is our single father for this Many Men challenge. And he has one daughter, her name is Ember, and we're actually going to create her as well later on in the video. So we'll get to her when we get to her. But I don't know what it was once I got the glasses on him and started working with him, for some reason, anthropologist. Don't ask me why, I don't know where it comes from. He just screams anthropologist to me. And I was like, well, maybe he's a teacher. And I'm like, oh, well, he could be an anthropology professor. So Dion, he worked his way through K through 12 a little while. He taught high school science and then made his way into higher ed, and now teaches at Chester University, teaches, the anthropology courses. And as I was continuing to think about his backstory, of course, it begs the question, why is he a single dad? And honestly, I'm giving them the Disney treatment. Mom just died in childbirth. His wife, Kim, was also an educator, and they were very passionate about education, and they were very in love and wanted to raise a child together. And then she got pregnant with Ember, and it was smooth sailing up until birth. Of course, when it happened, Dion was absolutely devastated, but now he has this newborn baby girl that he has to care for. So he worked hard and put his heart and soul into raising Ember, and honestly, it has paid off. They have a wonderful relationship. They're very close, and he's very supportive of her. Although in recent months, it has been a little difficult for their relationship because, as I mentioned earlier, now he's moving on into being an anthropology professor and working in higher ed. So they had to up and move from Copperdale, and now they have moved to Chester so he could be closer to his work. But of course, Ember was not down with having to move. She didn't want to leave her friends and, have to start over in this whole new town, especially when it's her senior year. Like, she's about to graduate and she's like, come on, you couldn't just stay for another year, and let me finish out. Why are you ripping me out of my social bubble, my everything, right as I'm about to graduate? Like, this is supposed to be one of the best years for me, and now I'm gonna have to go through it starting fresh somewhere with people I don't know. He is really trying to make it easier for her in the transition, but of course, he can't force people to be friends with her or anything like that. But he's doing his best to be supportive and encourage her to build new relationships and make new friends. I think it's also really hard for Ember because being in Copperdale was kind of the only connection she had to her mother. So now she's leaving Copperdale behind and the home that, her mother was in before, she was born and stuff. And that's hard to do. And I think she's having a hard time with that too. Now here we are making Ember. She's absolutely gorgeous. I loved creating her. She was a little outside of my comfort zone when it came to styling, but it just felt right for her. Now, one thing I really wanted to stress about creating Ember is that I really wanted her to look like a teenager, I feel like in The Sims 4 especially, it's kind of like teenager to adult is kind of mushed together in one in a way. And I feel like a lot of teenagers just don't really look like teenagers, So I wanted to try and emphasize that. Her style is very she loves thrift shopping. She loves going to antique stores. She's a very creative person too. And I think I got that across with her outfits. Also, side note, does she look extra tall to you guys too? Because for some reason to me, when I was making her, she looks taller than she's supposed to be. I'm not mad about it. I like the way she looks, but yeah, I was a little confused there. But anyways, as I was working on her outfits and stuff, for some reason, my head was this is very Lizzie McGuire, Disney-esque, but more refined, not as put 30 million different patterns on and let's go with it and, layer 6 tank tops and a mini skirt above jeans type situation. A more refined version of that in a way. Now, Ember is very much a reflection of her mother. Her mother was also very creative, artistic, a little bit eccentric, and knowingly or not, she has really picked up and taken after her mother. As I mentioned earlier, she is a senior, so she's looking into schools, and she really wants to make things and create different things like furniture and different just household decor things. I think that's where her creativity kind of leans towards. So she's been thinking about Foxbury Institute because they're just so advanced when it comes to their innovation. But of course, her father secretly really wants her to come to Brightchester because he teaches there. It'll be cheaper. He sees it as a little bit more of a prestigious school, mostly out of its history and heritage. But of course, if she chooses to go to Foxbury, he will be supportive of it, maybe a little reluctantly, but supportive. When I was making these Sims for this challenge, initially it was kind of just for the challenge, but I don't know, something about them, I really want to play with them and kind of make them an active household for me. So let me know if you guys want to see a series on them. I'm kind of feeling a series on them. So just let me know in the comments what you guys think. Now, this family is up on the gallery if you'd like to download them. My gallery ID is 375panda, and I also hashtag everything Plums Creations. It's going to say that there's custom content on it, but the only custom content is her eyelashes. I'm sorry, sue me. I can't live with the EA thick band of lashes that for years I thought was eyeliner until I turned them to a side and paid attention. It was oh my god, these are supposed to be lashes. But the only custom content is the lashes, so everything else is stuff from EA, so you don't have to worry about that. We are now approaching the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I appreciate all and any support. Also, be sure to check out my other links down below. I keep my Twitch link down below and my Twitter, which is where I'm the most active about everything going on. And you're probably going to want to give me a follow on Twitter too, because in February I will be doing another giveaway, so you'll have another chance to win. I think for this giveaway, the first drawn winner is going to get a stuff pack, and then whoever gets second place is going to get a kit. Also, be sure to check out my link to my Twitch down below and drop a follow there as well, so you can be notified when I go live and you can hop in and give your input and hang out as we do different things on stream. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye bye.